All right. So welcome to Poorlay. Noah decided to stick around. Noah, we're going to send you some information here. If you want to hop on DraftKings while we're doing this, you can, because we're such an organized podcast. We're not going to have any producer help you out. We're just going to tell you go figure this out on your own.
Sounds about right.
We'll run some things by you, but we do have the parlay. Before we get into this, do we have the current records? Because last time I checked, I was 66% winning, and I think that was leading the pack or leading the POC.
So a great producer would have had these numbers pulled up in advance.
You know what's funny?
I am a fantastic producer, and I do have the numbers already pulled up.
Awesome. Okay.
So last week, Capo is no longer Cap 0 for 9. He got 2 for 3 last week, putting him at 2 for 9. So
he's 2 for 12.
Two for 9.
If you go 0 for 9 and then you go 2 and 3 the next week, isn't that 2 for 12?
Correct, but he was 0 for 6. The next week was,
okay. I'm sorry.
So he was 2 for 3. So he's sitting at a amazing clip just above the Mendoza line at 222.
Got it.
Flem, you and I are tied with 5 for 9, sitting at a 555 clip. Pac, you are, since you missed last week's, you are at a 2 out of 6, so a 33%. And Pam is sitting also at a 33%. Hit and right. She missed last week Collingwood plus 150 on the money line for the Aussie Football League.
That was a very unnecessary detail at the end there because nobody cared about that sport, whatever it was. I don't even know what Collingwood is or if it's what sport it has, but sorry, Pam, no offense. So time for parlays then. Noah, what's your favorite sport while we get ready for our parlays? Who's going to go first here, Beep? But Noah, what's your favorite sport?
What's my favorite sport?
Yep.
Well, football, but that's not in season, so I guess we'll go basketball.
That's not how this works. You don't just
okay.
pick your flavor of the month. That's different. That's like who's your favorite girlfriend, and it's like, well, which one am I with? Like, no, that's not how this works.
That's a fine. NBA's not in season as well; they're in playoffs. So
important correction. Glad you made
semantics.
Yeah. All right, here's my part.
$5.
All right, let's start with you, Beat, because I feel like you have your parlays ready, and yours are sports nobody cares about. So let's get the boring stuff out the way before we get into the fun stuff.
Yep. So I've got baseball here. I'm going to take the Yankees minus 1.5 on the run line. I have got the under in the Milwaukee Brewers at the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds are absolutely awful. They're terrible, and I'm gonna against my better judgment. I'm going to take the Red Sox plus 110 on the money line. And these games are all on Wednesday, the 11th of May.
Yep. Noah, why are you Noah, you look surprised and you whispered, wow, baseball.
I haven't watched a baseball game in like 5 years. So the fact that he even knew who was good or who to pick, I would have been like, these are just names to me. If you had told me that any of those teams was leading their division, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I believe you. So.
No, same. I haven't watched it.
So then you don't listen to our show at all because you will know that I haven't watched football in 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah. No, there's zero chance. When I asked him earlier, he skipped right past it. He has no clue who any of us are. But he knew who to tag. All that matters is Twitter. He knew who to tag, and it worked for him. So he should not learn a lesson to act any other way than the way he acted today, because at least he's going to have whatever our audience number is. And I think the fact that we tag you and all this, the show will hear who you are. So by tomorrow, at least 2 of them will know who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah, they won't care, but they'll know.
Exactly.
We can bring you in for a segment called Noah Knows Nil.
Noah Knows Nil.
Yeah, no, I'm never bringing him back after he was just so clearly not interested in what we have to say. He thinks this podcast is horrible. Let's go to the parlay, but I'm just going to ask this in the middle of it. Did you even know what Lour After Hours was before today?
I did know what it was. I did know there was a podcast called Lour After Hour. Yeah.
Got it.
I'm sure.
If you go on the Other Fan podcast, just know you're dead to me, Noah.
Yeah, I don't know the name of the Other Fan podcast, so you'd be proud to know that this was the only one I knew about. So.
Yeah.
Well, technically, you know the name of the other podcast because they weren't creative.
All right.
But anyway.
What are you doing there? What are we?
What? I didn't tell a lie.
Wait a minute. It's another podcast besides ours, bro. When was somebody going to tell me about this? Who's involved? What are the names? Who should we
It's like Nick Wright's podcast. Nobody listens, like Stu got said.
No doubt.
Nick left.
Hey, you know what? When Lamar lost that playoff game, that he was one of the first people to comment running his mouth. So I can take any shot I want. That's how it works.
Oh no, I don't. I wasn't against you taking this shot. I was just against the fact that, like, I don't even like. I guess the acknowledgement of them. I was kind of like doing a joke because I don't actually truly believe that there's like a real genuine podcast out there. I just know other people talk about the show in front of mics, and
there's like 5 of them, right? Isn't there like 5 other podcasts?
Nah,
I'm calling them all out.
Well, I'm only calling one out. So parlays. All right, what I'm doing here is let's do this. We have Golden State -4. You got me?
I got you. Golden
Like that
State
pick.
-4.
Golden State -4. We got Milwaukee Bucks +5.5. This is over. This is for overs. What the hell am I doing here? Favorites here are going to be winning. So Bucks, Warriors, done. I want to bet on my Mavs, but the game is going on currently. Is it not? Or no, it has not started yet. Can I bet on tonight? All right. So this is going to be
that game's going.
Okay. Well, 10:05, 9:05. I'm doing it because I actually have a bunch of money on this. So you know what? Bet the farm. Sorry, Beep. Noah's here. Noah, you be the arbiter here. Can I arbitrator? Am I allowed to bet on the Mavs?
Well, they're.
What if I buy points? What if I buy points?
They're currently winning, but it's still the first quarter. So I feel like it's fair.
Let's do this because I'm going to do this regardless. And this is a very irresponsible way of doing it. Sorry, Beep, and it's probably driving you crazy. But I'm still going to do it anyways because that's what I want to do, and I have a bunch of money on it. We're going to do a live bet, and I'll buy points. I'm not actually going to buy points, like for real, but right now I will. So Mavs, we will do. I think they were minus. This is really.
It'd be so much better if you had your phone facing the other way, so that people could actually see what you're doing.
Oh, are we doing a video
on YouTube?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So start all over and do it again.
Oh, no,
you know what? We're gonna keep this in.
Yeah.
So
no, I was talking about him do the bet again. Flip the phone around, start over, place the bet
I wasn't
even
trying to show the phone. I was actually just trying to look through where the live score was and what the line on the live score was. But two things. First off, it's usually me that has to be the person that does like the stuff that's obviously the sarcastic role. Puck doing that to me right now was fucking amazing because I did not expect that to happen. Too, I just put this camera here earlier because I was in a rush and I keep forgetting how close it is to me and I keep putting my phone in front of it. So apologies. This is all boring and not good for content. Screw it. We're just going to move on. I'm just going to pick a different game because at this point I'm too lazy to find the sport. I'm lying. I just feel busted. All right. Mavs. We're going to take Mavs. You know what? Screw it. I'll take Mavs +10 by the points. I don't even there's no way that, or -10 by the points. There's no way Mavs are a 10-point favorite. So I'm comfortable that you could buy the points at -10 and probably be like +250. So those are my 3 parlays. If you can't buy points, find a better website.
Wait, was that live? Like in game -10?
No. By the end of the game, they'll win by 10 points.
Okay. I thought they were 10-point favorites, and I was a little surprised by that.
No, there's no way the Mavs would be 10.
Okay.
And this is me, again, yeah, I bet money line earlier. I don't know what the points are anymore off the top of my head, but the game's on, and they're up by 6. So if I say -10, there's no way in Phoenix that the Mavs are -10 favorites. So, anyways, Beef's gonna be really mad at that third bet because there's no way people are gonna be able to find it. He's gonna have to go look it up.
That one is not gonna count in your personal record book.
Wait, if they win by 10 points, if the Mavs.
The game's already going. Basically, all bets are off once that game.
All right, Mavs and 7. Mavs and 7. There's my third one. Mavs and 7. There's my third parlay. Bet the Mavs and 7. That's a future bet. You're allowed to do that.
That'll go in like a bonus pick.
All right, a pick. We should keep arguing about this. Noah, are you tired of us yet? Do you regret saying you'd stick around for this?
I don't regret it. I just feel very ignorant because I literally don't know where to even look to see the lines.
Well,
don't worry. I have no idea.
Producer.
Okay.
Capo.
So we're gonna go with the Reds, not those Reds. We're going Liverpool in the FA Cup final on Saturday.
Nice. Wait, who are they playing?
Chelsea.
Ooh,
Chelsea. I don't think she has a chance. Anyway, we are.
Hold on, stop. Bad joke. Moo. I don't think she stands a chance.
Chelsea.
Yeah, I know. I got it. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay.
Continue. I had to acknowledge it somehow for you.
I go around. I get the little soccer chant stuck in my head, like Mike. I go around the house going Chelsea, 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 and everybody like, who's Chelsea? Tell us about Chelsea. Like,
Get to your third bet.
It's a soccer team. That was only
his first bet.
He's still on
Jesus
Chelsea.
He
Christ.
still
We
has
have
2 more.
2 more of these. Oh, well, I'll make the second one simple. Heat and 6.
Easy.
Next game. And so I was gonna go baseball, and I'm just gonna stick with it. We're gonna do Orioles straight up over the Cardinals on Wednesday afternoon, and I am going to keep talking because I'm throwing in a little Stu God's bonus pick, if you will. Mullins has
No, nobody cares about your bonus picks here for later.
Mullins has home runs in 3 straight games, and bet him to hit a home run in 4.
Well, why don't you have some like balls and just like make that one of your bets and get rid of the other? Or is that not an actual like betting? Like you don't know what the line is.
Yeah, I have no idea what the line is, but
okay.
know, just using more to just keep talking and run that bit into the ground.
I'm
and
too
annoy
lazy to
people
figure
with
that
money.
one out.
Yeah, you talk the way Noah writes. All right, so
no, don't insult him like that. He writes way better.
STUPAC, turn your camera on first. We're doing a video.
Negative. Anyway, first place, bro. Noah, where you can find all your sports betting is on DraftKings Sportsbook, bro. That's where. But anyway, give me Bucks on the money line. Give me Grizzlies on the money line, and then give me Jalen Brown to have more points than Tatum.
You know, Ja's not playing anymore, right?
Bro. I said what I said.
You're right. My bad. I was just making sure you knew. I just found out about 30 minutes before the podcast started. Ja was out. Bruised knee. Wasn't sure if you knew. I hope they lose now.
Respect the code.
What was the third bet there?
Jalen Brown to have more points than Jason Tatum.
Ooh. Now that's like type of bet capo. That's like a true prop bet. That Noah.
What's that?
I'm not a sorry. I was stuck on mute. I'm not a Steve Martin prop comic. I'm not sure about prop bets yet. I'm getting there. I'm like Noah. We're gonna get there together.
So killer.
I mean, one more bad week, I'm gonna be last, so don't worry about it.
Either be first or last, right? Just don't be in the middle.
Hey, if you ain't first or last.
All right, here's what I'm going to do for you because I don't know that anybody else has done it, and I feel like.
Well, hey, why they trying to figure that out? Noah, who's your favorite black comedian for the world to know?
Favorite black comedian? Probably Chris Rock. Mostly,
no doubt.
Just because I mean, people were like on him after Will Smith punched him of like he should have fought back or whatever. Like I don't know. I feel like he handled that pretty well. So. In my opinion. So to get punched in the face and just keep going was.
What was your favorite Chris Rock stand-up?
Dude, I don't watch enough stand-up to even know.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm sorry I did that to you. No,
it's fine.
No, you're good.
It's
that.
Totally fair to call me out.
It was absolutely unnecessary for me to do that because I don't know the name of half the stand-ups I've seen. And
I would have said Dave Chappelle, not long ago, but I'm not as much of a fan of his anymore. So.
I was just trying to filibuster so y'all can find them prop bets for him.
No, I don't. Puck, you can't. All right, hold on now. Now we can do Puck, you can't sit here and say you just asked Noah, who made a church playlist 15 years ago that he wants to delete, who his favorite black comedian was with the only intent of filibustering. Puck, don't you put that on me as if I was bored yesterday.
I was. I didn't know he was gonna say Chris Rock. Like, what are the chances?
What are the
chances? I said Kevin Hart? I don't know.
It's the only black comedian he would know about because the shows talked about him. He couldn't have named another black comedian that quickly without being a fan of the show.
I know like 3. Maybe 4.
He started off with his top 5 heroes, one of them being Bo Burnham. Yeah. Like there's no way that he all right. Anyways, he probably So I wanted to do the parakeet parlay. I don't think anybody else want to kill with the idea. Does anybody have the Miami lines, or am I just gonna pull up player props? Here's what I'm gonna do. All right.
Can I just do Marlins games? I feel like I got a better chance if I do Marlins games.
Do you know baseball?
No, not at all. I just know from the show today that they're terrible in the 9th inning. So I figure if I bet something related to that, I've got a better chance of winning.
So the Marlins game on Thursday, the Marlins are at the Diamondbacks. They are plus 1.5 on the run line, which means that the spread, basically, they'll have to lose by
less by 2?
Lose by less than 2.
Okay.
They're minus 102 on the money line, but Arizona is minus 116 on the money line, which that's the.
I think win. For the sake of like making sure he knows, I think we could keep the minus 116, 102. There's no way he's gonna like make a decision based off of those odds. I think he's just going to go off of the scores or the difference in points, just to like help him out.
The over/under is 7.5
for total, like run total for both teams.
Run total 7.5.
Okay. All right. So let's go under. I'm sorry. Let's go Diamondbacks to win. So taking the Diamondbacks minus 1.5, right?
No, so you're taking the Diamondbacks to win. That's going to be the money line. If you're taking them to win by
that means
more than
straight
2,
up. That means they just win.
Yeah.
Okay. Diamondbacks to win by more than 2, and then over on run total. How about that?
Did you say over under on total?
I said over on run total. Diamondbacks.
Over on run total.
Diamondbacks to win by more than 2, like 10-8.
All right. There's 2 bets. What's the third one?
And then how about this? We'll put in there the Ice Cats.
The Ice Cats.
Yeah.
Okay, is the next game in Miami, right?
Yes.
Is this game 5? Okay.
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. Fair. Okay. Closer to Stu Gatz' house.
Right. So the next one is on Wednesday.
Right.
The Ice Cats are minus 1.5 on the puck line, which means they win by more than 1.5 goals. You have the over/under as 6.5 goals. The Panthers are a huge favorite on the money line at minus 225.
So I want to take the Panthers to win by 1. So does that mean I'm betting the Capitals?
So you're betting the Capitals plus
that's what
1.5 on the puck line.
I'm hoping like double overtime, just so everybody's as stressed as possible. But Panthers win by 1.
There it is, locked in. I apologize for disappearing mid there, but once you decided baseball, I was like, all right, we're going to end this with a very long discussion.
Hold on.
One
more.
What's up?
Oh, shit.
This is
what's good?
Oh, Pot got excited.
Hey, we done exposed the shit. Yeah, I got too excited. Look.
I was like, hold up, Noah's worth this shit?
I appreciate it. That was kind of you.
No,
go ahead.
I still had on my work shirt and shit. Top 5 black people. Go.
Top 5 black people
in your life, like your top 5 black people in your life. We don't know them, just name them.
Yeah, not in your life, just all time period.
All time period. Okay, well, I'm sorry, I'm gonna do this wrong. I should go 5-1, but number 1. So I wrote an article about this. You can go read it. But
you wrote an article. Your top 5 black people?
No. About my favorite black person. His name is Clifton Talbert. He is an author. He lives in Tulsa, has his own coffee company. I worked for him for like a year and a half. He's like one of my mentors. But anyway, I love Cliff. So if you want to like support him, he has a coffee company, and you can also go buy his books. CliftonTalbert.com. That's his line. And he has a Fremont Corporation, which is like a consulting company where he goes and like talks to people. 8 Habits of the Heart is a book he wrote like in the 80s, and John Wooden used it for UCLA basketball. Anyway, but Clifton, I love Cliff. He's my favorite, and I wrote an article about him recently. So,
all right, so straight out the gate with the I have a black friend. Number 1 is Clifton.
He's my mentor. So love Cliff.
All right. Now so the next 4 are going to be tough.
Go ahead, Pot.
So you start with number 1. So why don't we go 1?
Hey,
1,
Capo,
4, 5.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, I was like, I feel like Pot should be allowed to drive this.
7, 8.
Fuck, I hate you. That was so good. The 5, 6, 7, 8 was such a good callback. Pot, go ahead, drive the good conversation for 2 through 5.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Number 2. I don't know because you had a follow up.
Well, yeah, I was talking to him. Yeah, number 2.
Oh, okay. Ahead.
Okay, Brian Stevenson. He is a lawyer who went to Harvard, and he could have gone and done anything he wanted with his life, but he moved to Alabama and defended people who were on death row which is an issue here in Oklahoma as well, of people who are like wrongly committed to things. And so he wrote a book called Just Mercy, which was turned into a movie recently with Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx. Anyway, but his book, I read it in college, and it like opened my eyes to a lot of the injustice in the prison system and all that stuff. So anyway, Brian Stevenson, love him. He's awesome. So
great. Number 2, number 3,
MJ.
go.
The GOAT.
Say what?
Great.
MJ.
Number 2. No, I don't know who you're talking to.
Jesus Christ! Hey, Capo, mute. Like, can you just like clear out for this specific one? Like, it's gonna be awkward already, and you're just making it not even. Just clear out, Capo.
We all know number 2 is Christmas.
That's true. I'm sorry. If I'd gone 5-1, I would have remembered that it was Christmas, but that's my fault.
Blind Christmas. But continue. Number 3.
Number 3. Okay, I'm gonna go with I love Chadwick Boseman, and I know that he's no longer with us, which is sad. But I don't think I fully appreciated his career like when it was happening, because I was pretty young when like 42 came out, and then when Black Panther came out in 2018, because Killmonger was so like. He had such gravity in that movie. I feel like I focused more on him, and it wasn't until later looking back that I like realized how much I loved the character of T'Challa. And obviously Chadwick like brought so much to that. And the fact that he was like still acting to the end and like dealing with like cancer and nobody even knew was just like super badass. So anyway, I love Chadwick Boseman. He's awesome.
R.I.P. to the legend, one of the GOATs. All right. Number 4, go.
Number 4, I kind of want to go like STUPAC. Will I alienate listeners if I say like Jesus, because it wasn't he certainly wasn't white, despite what you know.
Bro, oh my god!
Despite what the people in Oklahoma will tell you, he certainly wasn't white. So
hey, go ahead, bro. This is the answer I've been waiting for. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead and finish, bro. Number 4, the more. Jesus.
So just so when I went through. When I went through my super intense deconstruction process a couple of years ago, because I grew up, as I wrote my article, in like a basically white Christian nationalist homeschool, like that's where I came from. So, but I like didn't know anything about like Black liberation theology, and so when I was like listening to these podcasts and like getting all these new ideas of like the faith I have isn't working for me, so I need to find something else. And the more I learned about this whole like history of this like other side of theology that I never heard about, I'm like, this is so much better. Like, this is so much more like what we should be caring about than like the BS that I was taught, which is like, hey, don't have sex before marriage and we don't really care about anything else. It's like, thank you. Appreciate that. Let's not fix the medical care system or anything like that. No, just like try to control other people's choices. So, but anyway, so yeah, Jesus, he's top 5 Black people.
No,
hold on though. But here's
I couldn't think of a better number 4, bro. Like, no doubt.
And I have a question here, and I was trying to clear out too. I was trying to be like, nah, this. But hold on, if you're going to put like, this is my thing about Jesus. If you're going to be somebody that puts Jesus in your top 5, any people, I don't care, Black, whatever, like, but especially like you can't make them anything but number 1 if you're putting Jesus in your top 5, can you? Like, I think once you're willing to put Jesus in your top 5, it's like
he's number 1 in his heart, number 4 on the list, man. Don't disrespect the guest.
You're right. You're right. It's his list. Make my own. It's his list. Make my own. Man.
Number 5, go.
Oh gosh.
Wait. Oh yeah.
What?
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah. No. Fine.
Oh, I had to come back about the Jesus thing, but now I'm trying to remember what I was going to say.
Oh, you got time. You got time, brother.
I feel like
we got time, brother.
I feel like Jesus. I feel like 4 is good for him. You know, like he did a lot of good, but also some of that stuff was used to like harm people a lot, and still is being used to that. So he could have been a little clearer. So that's all I would say about Jesus.
Jesus, yeah. We Mel Kiper. Had some off the field issues.
It's better. He could have been a little clearer. That got to be the title of the podcast.
Yeah,
he could have been a little clearer.
Is Jesus inarticulate? Put it on the poll. Is that what we're doing here?
See, okay, this is the thing. So, in all seriousness, like, if Jesus was legit, just like a super cool dude, then I have like a ton of respect for him. But the Jesus I was taught about was like no, he is God. Like, he is God incarnate. He can do anything he wants. And I'm like, well, why didn't he fix the healthcare system or any of this other stuff? Anyway,
well, I don't think there's a healthcare system back then. But again, I'm not here. Look, I'm not trying to put Jesus in your number one spot. I was just
he had the power. I'm just saying that's what I was told. So
the healthcare system back then, they had leper colonies. They just put people out to die. I mean,
I know he didn't. He only healed like 7 of them though.
Either way, like this is enough. Like I'm gonna die if it's like who is number 1 here or number 5 here because I'm trying to figure out the order in which you did this.
I didn't.
And let me be clear: the world is listening. Cliff must be the best human in the world.
Cliff is awesome.
Because he's 3 spots ahead of Jesus.
Shout out Cliff.
Shout out to Cliff. Salute to Cliff.
Salute to Cliff. There it is. Good job.
I feel bad that I haven't had any women yet in my top 5, so I'm gonna do the Stu Gotts thing where I'm gonna put Harriet Tubman at 5 because I feel like I need to have at least one female represented. So
wow.
Yeah. That's pretty
should I do the thing that the other podcast expects us to do where I say if Smitty was here, she'd be really mad that you did it just to do it?
It's totally fair. It's a fair criticism. I was taken off guard by the question, so I was trying to come up with I didn't have this prepared. I could probably have a better list prepared if I had time to think about it. But
Pac, go ahead, Pac, sorry.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, you're good. Like, seriously, take this away.
I mean, I was gonna ask you next your top 5 black TV shows, but I think you did so well with this list, bro. I'm just gonna let you chill, man.
I appreciate that.
You go.
Remember, I was homeschooled, so I'm trying to catch up on stuff, but I'm working from behind here. So,
all right, I got a list for you. The Wire. Martin. Watch the Bernie Mac stand up.
Okay.
And you done seen the Chappelle show, right?
I saw some of his more recent.
I've seen of it.
No, watch the actual Dave Chappelle show, the TV show.
The original show. Okay, got it. Back in the day, got it.
That's enough homework for you.
What was the joke that you just heavily sighed about that you couldn't get out when Pac had to follow? Because Beeps looked like he had what he thought was the perfect joke.
I don't know what was longer, Noah's list or his article.
You heavy sighed over that?
Noah's list was even greater than his article.
Yeah,
bro.
Honestly, my biggest regret is not starting this entire interview off or making it an hour of top 5 list of black people doing X and Pac just doing this and us reacting and the whole video. All I want is a video of an hour of Pac making Noah answer these questions. Noah, you did well. Honestly,
you did great, bro. You did excellent. Don't let him sell you short. 5 out of 5 stars, my brother.
I appreciate it. I tried.
And I don't say this to it's not to make fun of religion, but when you said Jesus, you just made this entire podcast worth listening to through the end, just because it was so funny. Pac got so excited by the answer that I saw him for the first time ever with you. You just saw Pac for the first time with me.
I dream on.
Pac, I don't feel like I'm authorized to end this interview. I feel like you will end this podcast when we are ready because that was too good.
Oh no, you good, bro. I ain't gonna hold him up. I know how Beep get down. I ain't gonna keep delaying the show, throwing this off track. I'm gonna fall back around. I got what I wanted out of it. Hey, bro, that was a great list.
Yeah.
Oh, but one more thing though. You say you got them articles about the first 2 dudes, tweet them over or tweet them out. And I'm gonna go retweet them and check them out.
Oh, so, about Cliff? Sure. Yes.
Cliff and the other guy who you say did all that work for getting people out of jail.
Oh, Brian Stevenson. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. Do you follow STUPAC on Twitter?
No, STUPAC. Why don't I need to? But I need to. See, I don't know. You guys, I don't know these things.
And more importantly, all right, this will be the end of and I hope all this becomes the video for Poorlay and we can carry it over. To end this video, can we see what your
I'm not deleting any of it.
Can we see what your armpits look like now that you just answered those questions?
Is it worse?
And that's going to do it for this episode of Post Game Show.
Stay up.
Chef's kiss.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Lour After Hours. You can always reach us on Twitter at Lour After Hours or Instagram at Lour After Hours. We're available wherever you get podcasts, so don't forget to download, subscribe, review, and rate 5 stars.